Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're going to begin Coach Simmons' press conference, and we'll have Coach Simmons will open up with the opening statement and then open the questions.
All right, happy homecoming, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Didn't have a chance to get out on Perry Street and enjoy the sights and Wanish, both sides. But again, great game for the guys. We're really excited, able to win homecoming. It's always a big deal here for our alumni, for our fans, for our student body. And so wanted to come here and take care of business, and the guys were able to do that. So again, extremely proud of them. Defense pitched a shutout. Basically, the offense gave up a touchdown there late on the turnover, but defense again showed, at home they play as well as anyone in the country, and did a really good job of keeping those guys contained all night. Offensively, we're finally able to run the football. Had a 100-yard rush. AJ Davis had a big day. Jay McLeod had some big runs. Terrell ran hard. Even Jeremy was able to pull it a few times to get some positive yardage. So we challenged the guys all week to be able to run the ball, and we were able to do that. I think over 200 yards rushing. So that was a big deal. So really excited about that. And again, Xavier had another big day catching the ball. K-Dot made some plays in the passing game. Jeremy played well, other than the 2 turnovers. But again, thought we did a really good job, and just got to clean up some things. Obviously got a good Southern team coming in next week, even though they got shut out today by Jackson, but a really dangerous team, and it's always a tough game against those guys. It'll be a rivalry. It is a rivalry. It'll be another packed house. They travel well. Rattler Nation, really, really gets up for this game against these guys. So we'll enjoy this one tonight, as always. 24-hour rule still in effect. But once we come in tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we got to shift our focus and, get ready to continue to hopefully extend our winning streak now to 15 games and continue our push for postseason play. So, but again, very excited and happy for the guys.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Jared.
Coach, so my question is, of course, like you mentioned, y'all ran the ball very well today. That's the 3rd time that y'all eclipsed 100. No, the 4th time y'all eclipsed 100 yards through this season, and the 1st time to get 200 yards. And of course, AJ Davis, that y'all getting that return on investment. We getting him from Pitt. So just kind of tell me about, how you really worked in and integrated that rushing game with the offense.
Well, AJ, really talked this week about having a big game, and he did that. So he showed why he was a top-rated running back coming out of high school, and had a pretty good career there at Pitt. He's a very talented guy, ran hard, broke some tackles, and but the same could be said about Jay McLeod and Terrell Jennings as well. I thought all 3 of those guys ran extremely hard and really did a good job. And up front, we challenged those guys all week. We have to be able to run the football. And to be able to run for over 200 yards after averaging only 85 or so in the season, again, is a testament to the commitment that these guys have made to being able to run the ball. But we'll hopefully be able to continue that. We'll need to as we play these next 3 games against some pretty tough opponents.
Coach, just a successful week as a whole for you guys to be able to have a successful homecoming. Just spirits were high, packed house in Bragg today. How do you just, you summarize this week as a whole for you guys and just the success to stay hot and really, really just a kind of a fun week for the Orange and Green in Tallahassee?
It was a great week, started on Sunday, but homecoming is always a festive time. This year was named the experience, and it indeed has been an experience. A lot of great parties, a lot of great events. Again, a lot of alum have been back in town, Kim Godwin, Tiffany Green, Scott Uzel, you name it. Good Morning America being here, this week. Convocation was great, so again, just an amazing week to just celebrate 135 years of this institution of higher learning, providing opportunities for Black and brown people, when no one else, when we couldn't back in the day. So again, just excited to be able to be affiliated with this phenomenal place, and I'm happy to be able to make everyone's homecoming be even a little sweeter with the big win tonight.
Coach, considering the lead that you guys had at halftime, what was the conversation like in the locker room? I mean, because you got to play for 60 minutes, right? Half of it was gone. Was it kind of like, what did you tell the guys?
Well, we basically just, talked about continuing to play every snap, focusing in on the play that's in front of you. Like we always say, be where our feet are. So not looking at the scoreboard, not looking at the time on the clock, just focusing in on the play that you have, right? And again, champions, great players, great teams are able to do that. So whether you're up big, down big, or in a dogfight, you focus on the play that's in front of you. And that's something that we are continuing to work hard at. And we wanted to continue to play aggressive. Unfortunately, turned it over twice, playing aggressively. 2 interceptions and a fumble on 3 pass plays. But again, to be able to continue to play aggressive and put points on the board, you got to be able to do that, throw the ball effectively. So again, we got to clean those things up. I thought they got away with a hold on one of them, the second interception, and obviously, again, they want to continue to protect the ball in the red zone. But again, the guys fought, they competed, did a really good job, and it wasn't a blowout win that maybe could have been, because of those opportunities. But again, a win is still a win, and we're excited about it.
Coach, now 6 straight wins for you guys, and you guys have won these games in, a gritty fashion, different ways. But just the bounce back from an 0-2 start to rattling off 6 straight here in a big home game next week. So what can you say about your guys? I mean, for this game and just throughout this 6-game streak that's set you guys up so well?
Well, I think they're just continuing to believe in this process, right? We talk about our 7 F's. The first one is faith. And so it takes you to have tremendous faith in the face of adversity. And that's what the beginning of the season was. A lot of adversity, 2 straight losses. And, a lot of people talking negatively about the program, about the coaches, about the players. But again, we just continue to chop wood, continue to go to work every day, continue to believe in this process. And the result has been us being able to, reel off 6 straight, and be sitting here now, still in second place in the conference. And so, again, we're trying to position ourselves to be in the conversation. So when the playoff conversation begins, we're right there. And if we continue to take care of business, we'll be right there with them. And then obviously if Jackson State slips up and loses twice, we want to position ourselves to be right there as SWAC East champs. But that's been our focus the entire time. And again, I applaud the guys for their resilience in being able to bounce back after a pretty rough start to the season.
Hey, Coach, of course, this week y'all had Isaiah Lane and General Hunt return to action. Both of those guys were banged up, and both of them served as very valuable. Isaiah Lane had 2 sacks, and General Hunt, he had the blocked field goal. So just tell me about, just the value of having those guys back in action this week.
Well, I'll tell you what, those are 2 mentally and physically tough gentlemen. Isaiah is a week ahead of schedule, and Gentle is as well. And so we really, going into the game, I had them as doubtful, to be honest. And they practiced on Thursday and, doing my perfect Thursday, and felt good enough to go out there and play tonight. And so I was a little leery about them playing, to be quite honest. Zay's a very valuable piece, so is Gentle. And, we felt good about the game plan going in without having to play those guys, but they wanted to play. They both did a great job tonight and just showed their toughness, showed their commitment to excellence and everything they do. And I'm extremely proud of them.
Hey, Coach Keith Hadley, things up here. How important is it staying on schedule? It seemed like our offense did a much better job of staying on schedule this game. How much easier does that make your play calling when we do that?
Well, tremendously. Obviously, whenever you're able to run the ball and throw it effectively, it really opens things up. You look at the fact that Jeremy completed 68% of his passes, right? I think that a lot of that was attributed to the fact that we were able to run the football. It softens the defense up. It forces them to have to try to commit more guys to the box to stop the run. And it opens up those opportunities for Xavier and K-Dot, our explosive wideouts. And so, again, he was able to be more comfortable in the pocket than he had in the past. And, I think the success he had showed that, again, you take away the 2 late turnovers there. He plays probably as good a game as he's played all season.
Coach, congratulations on the win. How does this homecoming rank and the homecomings you've been a part of here at FAMU?
Man, you can't rank a FAMU homecoming, man. Come on now, they're all amazing. Like they're all 10 of 10. Like it's FAMU's homecoming. It's an experience. It's epic. It's every superlative that you can use. So, unfortunately for us, we're 4-0 in homecomings here. So every one that we've had, we've been able to come out victorious. Had shutouts, had great games, close games, but again, just amazing crowds, amazing energy. and everyone just continues to get behind and support these guys. So I can't say this one ranks above or below any of the other ones. This is the one that we have today, so it feels great. But every family homecoming is amazing.
Hey, Coach, another question from me. Of course, the last couple of games, y'all had a lot of penalties, and today y'all toned it down some. And y'all had 8 penalties for 63 yards. Just tell me, how did you feel about your team? Were you satisfied with how they cleaned it up today, or it's still a work in progress?
Well, obviously, it's always a work in progress. You always want to play a clean game. Again, the penalties that are unacceptable, we had a legal procedure, which is a pre-snap penalty. We had a couple of ball sides line up in the neutral zone. So those are pre-snap penalties. And so we got to eliminate those, right? I'm okay with the lineman downfield, right? There's a play that, Morgan's playing hard, and I didn't see the play, so I don't know how far. Well, I saw the play, but I didn't see him. Don't know how far he was downfield. The touchdown was called back late, but we'll take that because he's playing hard. The other penalties that we had, if they're doing the play, I'm fine. I don't have any problems with that. But it's the ones before the whistle, before the play starts, and after the play ends that are unacceptable. We had a personal foul, a excessive celebration penalty. So again, got to talk to the commissioner to see exactly what constitutes a sportsmanlike. I didn't think it warranted that, but they called it, so it's legit. But we got to take those away. So I think 4 pre-snap or post-whistle penalties. You take those away, we're sitting there with 4 penalties, which is a pretty clean game, about 1 a quarter, which is about our goal.
And Coach, one more question from me. It just seemed like the offense was clicking on all cylinders, but of course y'all had the 4 turnovers with the 2 interceptions by Jeremy and the fumble, and then of course Xavier Smith, he tried to show his quarterback skills too. But just tell me, maybe about just cleaning up those turnovers.
Yeah, we tried a little razzle dazzle on homecoming, try to pull out a double pass, and they sniffed it out. Xavier didn't throw it quite far enough and got intercepted. But again, you roll the dice on those type plays. They're kind of feast or famine, and it didn't work out. He throws it 2 feet further. AJ catches it for a touchdown, and it's an amazing play, but he didn't. So you live with that. The 2 turnovers there late. Obviously, you would like for or 3 turnovers actually late. We got to value the ball more. Jeremy, didn't squeeze the ball enough in the pocket. We talk about that all the time, and got stripped. And then the 2 interceptions there, they're late, which again, obviously you want to eliminate those as well. But, again, when you throw the ball 37 times or 38 times with Xavier's throw, you're prone to sometimes turn it over. And that's just the nature of it. And but we want to be aggressive as an offense. We want to push the ball down the field when we have an opportunity to. And, when you throw it, there are 3 things that can happen. 2 of them are bad. And, so again, that we just live with that. But being able to run the ball the way we did, being able to control the clock the way we did, allowed us to have 4 turnovers and still win the game by three touchdowns, comfortably. So again, testament to the defense, to the special teams unit, and then offensively doing enough to be able to give us a great victory here at homecoming.
One more question for Coach.
Yeah, Coach. We saw some players that don't often get into the game, especially I know it's tough for Griffey getting in. How imperative was this past week's practice to prepare those students for this moment this week?
Well, it's always important during a bye week to keep working the young guys. We want them to feel important, want them to feel that they're valued and that their hard work is going to pay off. And it did today. We were able to get a lot of young guys some reps, which bodes well for our future, right? Xavier Smith only has 1 more game at Bragg Memorial Stadium this season. Chris Waddell and Darius Fagan and BJ Boulder. So some of those seniors that we have, Jalen McLeod and AJ Davis, their time here is running out. And so you want to continue to build young guys, right, and continue to grow our program from within. And so, again, it's great to get those guys game reps. That's the best way to learn, and we'll continue to do so. But we're excited about the young guys we have, the freshmen, the red shirts. The future we feel is very bright here at Florida A&M.
Thank you all.
Thank you, guys. And if y'all don't mind, I'm going to go get me some turkey legs.
Enjoy, Coach. Happy homecoming.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I'll send a recording as well as a box score.
Thank you.